Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm PB the Fox with the Ravnica Historical Society, and today everyone is pissed off. I don't know if you've seen Twitter, but people are irate because there's no more. Oh, we were playing Jund earlier. Because there's no more competitive Magic, basically. Although, like, I mean, people have been like putting too much stock into Wizards of the Coast for the last, what is it, 2021, 2016, like starting around 2017, right? At least the last 4 years. Like it's just like bad idea after bad idea after bad idea. And the thing that irritates like most people, me included, is that the community is like, can you do this? And Wizards like, nah. Can you do this? Mm-mm. What about this? No way, you boobs. And that's just like how Wizards has done us forever. So, it's not gonna change. Yeah, I'll opt. Yeah, I'll opt now because I want to Maze Mind Tome next turn. That stays. Need some black mana, though. That's a good one. Let's go to double blue, Maze Mind Tome, your turn. Yeah, everyone's furious. I'm, like, super unsurprised. I'm glad that the pros are quitting Magic, because that's what needs to happen. There's our black source. This. Go. Now we can start drawing cards. Some Yorion deck? What the hell's going on over there? I'll draw some cards. Ooh, yeah. I want to do this. 1, 2, discard Evolving Wilds and Mountain? That sounds right. Play this one on the blue side? Nah, the black side. The black side, and then we'll get an island with this. Go. Could have flashed this back again, but I want to just draw some cards. Sure. Baby shark do 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 do. There it is. Yeah, so people are furious about competitive Magic. I don't care. Like I haven't cared about competitive Magic, like I said, for years and years now. Few years, whatever. I'm glad to see all the pros moving away from it, though. I'm glad that all the pros got fired and then immediately just lit asses up on Twitter. Like Martin Juza had a sweet, like 5-part tweet that really put into perspective what was going on. Shit, I do this every time. See, now I can't play that card. Because I'm not smart enough. I think I'm just better than the Yorion deck in like every way, right? Boink. Binding the Old Gods. Sure. I'll use it. And then draw a card. Well, and then exile and gain 4 life. Yeah. Sure. Hey, look. Did I win? I won, right? This is a sorcery. Doink. Flash this in. Scry 2 draw. Not that. Solve the equation. Pact. Need 1 more land for the oracles. So I kind of just need a removal spell, huh? My turn. Temple, I'll scry. I like the scries. Don't really care about that. I'm gonna solve the equation. Let's solve this equation. And it's your turn. I could have broke this for red. No. Didn't have enough mana. Never mind. Scratch that. Yeah. Hey, look, it's my turn again. More blue mana. He didn't even attack with his thing? I'll play this. Like, we got all the time in the world, right? Go. I'm gonna break this. Scry 2. Search is kind of almost on, right? Oh my goodness. It's got Death Touch. There you go. Gotta get in here for some damage, homie. Binding the Old Gods. Sure. Search, right? Bang. That's... What? Oh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, whatever, right? We pretty much only lose to Mystical Dispute or potentially Spell Pierce. Do I even want this? No. Just give me a counterspell. Or Thoughtseize would be good. Grim Tutor. Let's see. Fatal Push doesn't save him. Nothing saves him. Alright. Okay, so... Bloodchief's Thirst is gone. Fatal Push is gone. Eliminate. I think I want to leave Eliminate in, but that's out. Censor. Probably don't want Censor either, right? In this control. Like Narset's Reversal is good. He's bringing in counter spells, right? But... Like, do I also want Raw? Oh, yeah. Expertise, Ritual, Languish. All out. Right? I definitely would just rather have Raw. Sedgemoor Witch, probably not good enough. Do I want D-Stroke? Did he play anything I care about? Like Binding? That's all I really saw. What is this? Sultai Yorion. Like, this is supposed to be for mirrors. I don't know if it'll be good enough. It's that or D-Stroke, but I just don't know if D-Stroke's any good. Let's just try Croxa. That seems good. I don't know. Haven't really done this yet. McQuad. Well, ice. Little Zimone. Man, Zimone is like my favorite character from Magic in a while. My favorite new character. Hey, it's Inquisition. That's sweet. Alright. Opponents on Sultai. Let's do this one first. Sure. Doink. That's max value, huh? Now we do this. I feel confident doing this. Yeah. I'll take yours. Now my opponent's terrified of the combo, so they will hold that Sinister Set. Nope. Okay. This one. So now I have to... It's just one Oracle, right? Still just one Oracle. I don't want to have to jump through too many hoops to win this game, though. Especially because I know my opponent's super light on resources over there. Super light on resources over there. I'm actually going to opt now. This pathway decision's hard. Negate? Yeah, I'll keep that. Doink. Black side, I guess? I already have double blue, so black side seems to make more sense. Now, okay. Cool, so now I'm gonna stomp on you. Just cuz, right? Salundi Vision? Not good enough. I'm just gonna play this thing. I don't think my opponent can, like, deal with this, right? Yeah. I don't need the Salundi Vision, so I play it as a land. And our hand is sick. Go. What do I eat out of here? The counterspell, I guess, right? Doink. Cycle this. I'm fine with that. Doink. Let me think here. If I Tainted Pact, I can Tainted Pact and copy it. Get at least one Tainted Pact. Underworld Breach. Can I use 6 mana effectively? No. We'll just do that. Like, I'm not really under pressure here. My opponent's missing land drops. This is good, right? Slam this card. Like, I know I'm a scary combo deck, but also you kind of have to deal with this. We'll memory lapse that. Or negate. Sorry, negate, not memory lapse. Yeah. Look at all these counter spells you have to waste on cards that don't instantly win me the game. Nice. Resolves. Sure. That one doesn't seem very good. See? I could have got blown out by Test of Talents if I'd gone with this plan. Yeah, go ahead. Mana cost plus exile 3. This exiles 5 other cards. Yeah, I guess I'll eat Test of Talents. I don't know if this card's actually any good. Somebody in the comments tell me, is that card good? There we go. Boink. This one comes down. 2 mana to draw, 2 mana to cycle. Go ahead. Night Pack Ambusher. Shit. Yeah. Cycle. Solve the equation. Another Tainted Pact. Should counter this. That is a lot of fucking counter spells. I'm going to expansion. I'm going to copy Test of Talents. I'm going to target this Test of Talents. Got a Vorinclex in his hand. Oh yeah, my memory lapse gets countered, whatever. My Tainted Pact's good. Decline. 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 We just find it now. We find the Oracle. Not that, just the actual Oracle. Your turn. Not enough to kill me. This deck should be banned. This deck is Good. Yeah, this deck's gotta go. I don't want it to, because it's so fun to play. Like, I try to be not biased and try to actually think as like, I try to think of things as like what actually makes sense, not what do I want, right? Try to think about what do I want, and then does that actually make sense, or is that completely unfounded? And what do I want this deck to exist? Does that make sense? Not really. Because like, can you beat it? Yes. Is it like stupid overpowered? Kinda. Is it fun to play against? Not really. Does it add something to the format that makes the format overall better? Not really. It's just sick that it's a singleton deck and that you get so many interesting lines, and like from the side of the person playing it, it's like, yeah, it feels like I have to make good decisions to win, but I kind of don't, right? The play pattern that it forces my opponent into was to keep a hand, like, he wanted to get, this is what my opponent did, right? My opponent brought in Ashiok on the off chance that they could exile enough combo pieces to keep themselves in the game. Like, McQuad here was so desperate to not lose to the combo that he said, I'll just bring an Ashiok, slam it on 3, and try to eat this dude's combo away so that I don't insta-lose to it, right? Probably was so happy when he hit the Oracle down here. It's like, oh, I only got to get one more. They never play 2, or they never play 3, right? They never play 1 in the board. It doesn't really matter. It's just, like, my opponent over here couldn't do anything because he had to hold all of this up. And what else, right? These tests and this Sinister Sabotage. So was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counter spells, a discard spell, and 1, 2 relevant threats, and this like kind of, but not really. And it still just wasn't good enough. Like, it was kind of close, but not really. Right? Like, we had so many options over here to keep going if something happened. Like, unfortunately, I don't think this deck's good for the format. I think this deck is cool, and I think, like, in a perfect world, it can exist. But it's kind of the definition of format warping, right? Not only does it warp it decides... How do I say this? Okay. It, like, not 100% in any of these categories, but this deck existing determines what decks people can play and how they have to build their sideboards and how they have to tune their main decks, and it also warps how they actually play the match of Magic. Like, if you don't believe that, go back and watch this game 2, and tell me that every single decision our opponent made wasn't based around the fact that I can just explode with this out of nowhere. Like, it's kind of the same as Splinter Twin, and it's been the same as other decks that have got banned too, where the play pattern just starts to become so ugly because every single decision you make, the first thing you think of is, am I going to die to Oracle Pact? And then, like, if yes, I cannot do that. If no, maybe I can do something else. And it's just like, it's the kind of thing where I don't think this problem gets any better going forward. Like, the new commands are coming out, but like Atarka's command ain't gonna help you. Ojutai's command ain't gonna help you, right? Dromoka's command doesn't get the job done. Even if it is 2:30 on Thursday right now, so I don't know if Kolaghan's command has actually been confirmed or not. I hope it is, because if Kolaghan's command is in the format, then this can get banned, because we'll just go right back to where is it? Arcanist, right? Boom, boom, boom. We'll open up the Arcanist list. I'll yank 2 cards out of here and shove 2 Kolaghan's command in, and we're good to go. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe like some of this can go away. These don't even seem that good anymore. But it's just the Pact deck doesn't bring enough to the format compared to, like, it's really taken away a lot of things that people can do. And it's like, if you saw the video I posted earlier, it's not about it's a turn 4 combo deck, because it's really not a turn 4 combo deck. It is just a great mid-range control deck that turns the corner instantly. Like, if you can think back to, what was it? It was like Kaladesh, Ixalan, and Amonkhet Standard. When the blue-white control deck was playing Approach, that deck was like the most fun control had been in a long time, because you got to play this big, like, slow, powerful control deck with Torrential Gearhulk, but then out of nowhere you just got to slam Approach of the Second Sun and threaten to win the game, which is something that the big dumb slow control decks always struggle with, is actually closing out from a winning position. And this deck has no problem, as you can see from that last game. You just sit in, like, not even a winning position, right? In just kind of a neutral position, when you know your opponent has all of their interaction up and they can't make any moves because they have to be terrified that you're going to do something. And in the meantime, like, I'm just slamming Nicol Bolas, and I'm slamming Search for Azcanta, and Narset comes down, and you can grab stuff out of your sideboard with 2 different cards, which is a whole other list. Like, post-sideboard, Kroxa can just come over and ruin somebody. Sedgemoor Witch can start real problems. Rawl is a huge problem. Like, you have so many good plan B and C and D and E options that, like, honestly, the combo is like it's plan A, but it's like plan A if available. Otherwise, just smack this onto the table and wonder if your opponent can do anything about it. Even this, right? Like the Bone Crusher Giant, our opponent had to deal with this because they went to 16. I was like, I will attack you 4 times with this giant and kill you. And so my opponent now has to be like, oh my god, I have to deal with this Bone Crusher Giant. And also, he still has Oracle and Pact in his deck. And it's like, this deck squeezes from so many different axes that the format at large can't deal with this. It's just not good. It's not good for the format. I think, and I think a lot of people agree with me. Let's see, let's go to Historic. Pact, garbage. Lurrus Pact, garbage. Green-White Company should exist. That's an awesome deck. The Rogues deck is great. Mono-Red should be a deck. The Arcanist builds should be great, right? This Auras deck, Blue-White and Blue-Black, should exist. It's just... Am I missing some stuff? Right, the Sacrifice deck should exist. I think it's got to go. As much as I love it, and as much as, like, I know I've been joking about people complaining that it's too powerful, but it's not any one metric that pushes this deck past acceptability in this competitive format for Historic. It's the fact that, like, you can just complain about this deck for a half a day and never run out of things to complain about, and you're never going to make a bad point. Every complaint I see about this deck, except for it's a turn 4 combo deck, they're all valid complaints to some degree. So that's the rant anyway. That's me acknowledging that it's got to go, even though I don't want it to, right? It's like if you were ever in, like, you know, elementary school or middle school, and like a new kid moved into your neighborhood or moved into your school, and you liked the new kid and they were like kind of bad, right? Like they stole a lighter from their parents, or they like brought a firecracker to school but didn't have a lighter, or like had not even like a book of matches, but like one single match they stole out of the drawer full of twist ties and batteries and matches and plastic bags and shit, right? Like there's got to be a lot of people out there who, like, some like bad kid moved in and you liked hanging out with that kid because it was awesome and they had all this cool stuff that you never had access to, but like that kid had to go, right? That kid had to move away again, or that kid, like, you had to not hang out with that kid because it was bad for you, even though it was really fun and what you wanted and awesome. Like, it wasn't good for anyone, that kid included, right? And so that's kind of where I am with the Pact deck, is like, this is the new bad kid on the block that, like, I like hanging out with him. He's got great jokes. He's got a lot of cool stuff. His bedroom's awesome. He's got a cool older brother or older sister that, like, drives a Jeep. But at the end of the day, this deck's got to go. There we go. I will commit. Ban this now. That's what the deck will be called from now on. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. I've been PB the Fox with the Ravnica Historical Society. You've all been awesome. If you haven't built the deck, build it now and play it, because I don't think it's going to last much longer. I think, it's May 13th. Yeah, by the end of June, this deck will be gone, and I'd be surprised if it lasts that long. I don't. Speaking of people being pissed off about competitive Magic, I don't even know when ban restricted announcements are. I don't know if it's on a schedule or if they just do it randomly because they change it all the time, and I can't be bothered to learn that shit. But yeah, if you want it, do it now because you're almost out of time.